Good evening. Happy New Year to you. This is the abridged version of the 7 p.m. news. I'm Ruth Aguela. President Muhammadu Buhari has promised to remain unshaken in his genuine commitment to the people of Nigeria, especially the youth, whose future, he said, must be effectively secured for sustainable growth and development of the country. In a nationwide broadcast to usher in the year 2021, the president also promised to reorganize and re-energize the nation's security apparatus towards engaging, pushing back and dismantling the operations of all criminal groups threatening national security and civic well-being. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo will bring us the details.
The year 2021 will indeed be a year where we will work to reinforce the hopes of fellow Nigerians in the vision of a united and progressive Nigeria.
To achieve this, President Muhammadu Buhari said his administration would continue focusing on delivering key strategic priorities under the security, economy, as well as the anti-corruption agenda.
As your elected president, I will play my part fully and without fear or favor. I invite all of us to do the same. It is what we owe to the founding generation of our beloved country and also to the coming generation. It is what we desire for national prosperity for all demands.
Describing the youth as the nation's most valuable natural resource, the president promised to ensure that their entrepreneurial drive is fully supported and encouraged.
Their ingenuity, creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurial spirit is evident to all. We will partner with the legislature to develop an enabling environment to turn their passions into ideas that can be supported, groomed, and scaled across regions.
The year 2020, President Buhari acknowledged, was not only a tough one for the country, but also put to test the national resilience and abilities, saying, however, that Nigeria will indeed survive and thrive.
As your elected president and commander-in-chief, I would ensure that these ongoing challenges will be faced head-on with renewed determination and with all the appropriateness and urgency required. Your voices have been heard, and we will continue to listen to you and all the key stakeholders who are committed to the unity of Nigeria to ensure that every region of this nation is safe for us all.
And with the recent reopening of the nation's borders, expectations are that the pent-up demand of legitimate cross-border and international trade will boost the fortunes of the many small businesses and agricultural enterprises.
The message to our West African neighbors is that Nigeria is once again fully open for those willing to conduct business in a fair and equitable way. On the anti-corruption drive of our administration, we have recorded substantial gains so far, and this year we are committed to continuing along the path of eradicating corruption through collaboration with all the arms of government to effectively prosecute this fight. We will ensure the diligent and timely prosecution of corruption cases.
Keeping Nigeria on a forward march, the president insists is a collective responsibility and urged the citizenry to strictly observe the coronavirus prevention protocols as the federal government finalizes plans to procure and effectively distribute the COVID-19 vaccines towards ensuring that the country is safe from the resurgent cycle of the global pandemic.
Long live the Nigerian spirit of oneness, togetherness, and unity.
From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
New Year celebrations this year are muted by the coronavirus pandemic. However, some countries cancelled or scaled back festivities, while others, without active outbreaks, carried on like any other year. Now, this did not stop the dazzling displays of lights and fireworks. Joyce Ametu brings us a global overview of the 2021 celebrations around the world.
The New Year was celebrated like no other, with pandemic restrictions limiting crowds and many people bidding farewell to a year they would prefer to forget. The clock ticked towards midnight, welcoming the New Year. Dazzling fireworks and lights decorated the skies across the globe. The Pacific Island nations of New Zealand and Tonga were among the first to ring in the New Year because of their proximity to the international dateline, followed by Australia with the usual fireworks that brightens the skies of Sydney, the country's capital. The wave of celebrations journeyed towards Asia, Middle East and Europe. London welcomed the New Year with a dazzling light and fireworks show with a display appreciating the role of healthcare providers fighting COVID-19. Abuja, Nigeria's capital, was not left out in the celebration, though low-key in compliance with the COVID-19 protocols. However, there were celebrations on the streets, at home, and some worship centers. The New Year experience mirrored national responses to the coronavirus pandemic. Many around the world are looking towards 2021 with hope, partly due to the arrival of COVID-19 vaccines that offer a chance of beating the pandemic. Joyce Ometu, NTA News.
And more voices have been heard reassuring of better times than those past, particularly the challenges accompanying 2020. Kenneth Inanim compile these messages.
The President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, has felicitated with all Nigerians in this festive season and wished them joy and prosperity in 2021. In his New Year message, Senator Lawan observed that the many socio-economic challenges in 2020 could not dampen the hope for a better Nigeria. Senator Lawan noted that the 9th National Assembly has remained firm on its policy of passing the national budget in December preceding the fiscal year and has done so for 2020 and 2021, while some critical legislations that could not be enacted in 2020 are now on priority lists of the legislative agenda for 2021. Meanwhile, the Speaker, House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, has congratulated Nigerians for witnessing the New Year 2021 despite the challenges of the past year. The Speaker urged Nigerians to keep hope alive in the year 2021. He says Nigerians should use the experiences of the year 2020, which he described as very challenging, to work towards a better 2021 and called for unity and harmonious coexistence. Also, the All Progressives Congress APC has joined Nigerians to celebrate the New Year 2021. In a statement, the National Secretary Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee, Senator John James Akpan Urede, assured that the Governor Malabuni-led Caretaker Committee is committed to serving the party in response to the desire and directive of the National Executive Committee and party supporters. The statement commends party leadership structure at all levels while expressing confidence that all pending and emerging crises within the party at all levels will be resolved to create an harmonious working atmosphere for the party's coming general convention.
That's the news we have for you at this time. And as you start on a refreshing note, let's also remind you that you should not forget to connect with NTA by standing against rape and rapists. I'm Ruth Aguele. Bye.